Hey, yo, Facebook Live, what up? We Litty Two Titty at this whack-ass funeral. You already know. Say Big Ken ain't from the hood. They said, ooh, damn. They said Big Ken ain't the big homie. Y'all already know where I'm from, B. Look at this ugly nigga, B. Word of my mother, I won't smack this nigga right here. Say I won't smack this nigga. Ooh, nigga, was good.
Welcome back to the It Must Be Happy Hour podcast. This week we got the full crew here. This is Elam.
Shrago. Michael here.
Yeah. And we got a lot of fun stuff. But I want to start off with this damn viral video that just came.
Crazy.
It's been floating around for a minute, like a couple of days now, of a young man slapping a dead person.
So bad.
So
bad.
So many levels of wrong here,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
I want to talk about how maybe it's justified.
Could never be justified. Can't be.
Wait, I'm gonna cut to the clip real and I'll have a listen to this.
This is at the funeral.
The smack is so
He
brutal.
slapped
Like,
a dead man.
I just want to know: has he ever smacked him that way in person while he was alive?
Apparently not.
Well,
But I mean, it's just not a dead person. This is at the funeral. That's another level.
I know.
I can see you kill somebody after the death. You slap them, but you come to their funeral and
then you slap them.
we need the backstory for that. We definitely need to know
what's the deal?
What happened there, because that's just mean. That's the most mean thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
That's like robbing an old lady, like, or robbing, taking candy from a baby. That's
Yeah.
a fucked up
And
thing.
I mean, I watched the clip about 12, 13 times last night. I know I called you about it. You said it was wrong. You said he's going to hell. I was like, sometimes things happen. And you got to understand what, like you said, what justifies something like that. So what in your head, what justifies something? I mean, you said nothing justifies.
I don't know. He raped my son. I
would slap him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know outside of that, but it seems like that's some street beef shit. Like, it doesn't seem like there was anything outside of, like, some sneaker beef, drug deal gone wrong. I don't think there was anything really personal outside of, like, some bullshit that, why would you smack a dude in his casket?
You don't think somebody would stop him coming in? Like, they would know. If you have that much beef with somebody walking into a funeral, it's like making a Snapchat.
As soon as he puts his camera, as soon as he puts his phone up in the air, like,
that's the crazy part.
That's bum rush.
I'm gonna play the clip, but yeah, homie he did it on Facebook Live. There was a bunch of people watching, little thumbs down, thumbs up, smiley faces.
You heard the shock though.
You heard it.
The crowd.
And he slapped him, and he said word on his mama. He said word on his mama. So he put his mother into the equation, and that's like, that's crazy.
Maybe that guy killed his mom.
Maybe that guy killed. But why would he go to the funeral?
Maybe to smack him.
Maybe to smack him. So it's justified.
Yeah.
There you go. So somebody killed your mom or raped your son.
If you already killed him,
what would you do?
That's your revenge.
You come from a terrorist country. You people freaking.
No,
you blow up
we
people.
slapped them once. We
you.
killed them and then slapped them right there. We don't show up to the funerals to slap them. That's next level shit. That's what I told you before. Like, ISIS does shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, cut people's head. You know, like maybe play some soccer with it. Maybe a little basketball, 3-pointers.
They do that,
but they don't.
That's true.
They don't show up to the.
That is pretty diabolical. My thing is, at the casket, because usually it's like there's a line once you're going through. He was there by himself.
He was
on his own,
but there are people there. You can hear in the
background.
Yeah,
I hear in the background.
Somebody stopped him because he was ready to slap him again or something.
But I feel like he had his own personal moment there, and everybody was kind of giving him his space. Like, did he know this guy? That they thought he knew him a different way? Because usually it's like a procession. Like, you start to go through. Everybody walks by. They touch. They kiss.
Maybe that was like, that's my boy. I slap him.
One of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see that.
I think that's just too much.
He smacked him really hard. The head.
He did.
The head
he moved. And I was telling one of y'all last night that you put that embalming fluid in somebody, they're stiff. They're like, it's like they stitch it. Like the dude's like his hands didn't move. His face, he must have slapped him so hard it broke like the things in his neck, the stems and shit in his neck to hold his neck up. So it was a terrible situation. But at the end of the day, I could see myself doing that to somebody we both know. I ain't gonna say his name, Kofi. He ain't here. But look. And I said this: if he ever does anything wrong,
watches this.
I don't care if he watches it. He's watching anyway. Whatever. What's he gonna do? Come here? He ain't gonna come here.
I don't know. Somebody needs to talk to that guy though.
That guy needs help.
We need to know.
He might be in jail. Well, you can't go to jail for slapping a dead guy.
I don't know. Well, why is it illegal to? It's actually illegal to commit suicide. You know that?
Illegal?
It's illegal to commit suicide. Wow. If you don't actually kill yourself, like you can
go to
yeah. But so what is it against? Where are the rights for people that are already dead that are getting abused?
Oh, come on, this is like abortion right now. Like, what's the rights for an embryo? What's the right? My sperm got rights.
No, that dude.
I'm gonna go to jail.
That was a grown person though.
He's dead. Yeah. I mean, there's no right. I
mean,
you
said he slapped the stems out of his neck. That's a fucked up shit. Like, can you imagine, like, that's like a bouquet, all right? And, like, you run past a bouquet, like a beautiful bouquet, and you smack the bouquet down on the ground. That's a fucked up situation.
It is.
That dude has stems in his neck.
So, he doesn't have the rights as a human anymore. He's dead. But this becomes, like, damaging property or something like
I don't know.
I know, exactly.
I don't know. I
get a misdemeanor for that.
Yeah, I feel like it should at least be a ticket. You should at least get cited.
Citation.
Yeah, like it should be $50 smacking somebody in their casket.
Should be something.
How much revenue do you think would be generated for smacking people?
So far, there's one ticket.
I can guarantee.
I don't know how much that ticket would be.
Across
but
the country,
get it right there.
Across the country, you might be able to make $50 million. The government for smacking somebody. This is a lot of stuff we don't know about. People wilding out at funerals.
I wonder if there are other videos like this. I'm sure other people got smacked with it, with that beef.
What's the worst thing you guys think has happened to somebody in their casket at a funeral? That has to rank number top 5.
People falling out of casket falling out.
Yeah, like the thing breaking and people fall out.
Once they're like in the car.
Oh shit, yeah.
Things like that happen too.
On the highway.
Yeah. It's a sad situation.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Well, my condolences go out to the family of the guy that got smacked in the casket. Whoever you are.
And I wonder what's up with that other dude. Like, what did he...
If that was my family member, that dude wouldn't have made it out of it. He wouldn't have made it out of it.
He didn't, apparently. I mean, you saw the video. It ended with abruptly the camera falling, or the phone or whatever, and him possibly getting kicked and beaten. Yeah. So, long story short. Yeah. Anywho, I just wanted to talk about that. That's just something. But there's other things to talk about, like immigration.
Yeah, talking about dead people and immigrants.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great transition,
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of dead immigrants soon. And it's all the fault of the U.S. government.
So can we recap? What's the ban list again? We got
7 countries.
Syria, Iran,
Somalia. I think Yemen. Sudan. How many other 5? Libya.
Oh, yeah.
Liberia.
And probably one of those countries.
Or can we just say wherever Trump's not doing business?
Exactly.
You can say that, but I mean, look.
None of these, for record, is a fact.
Yeah.
None of this 9/11 attackers or any terrorist attack the last 15, 20 years came from those countries.
Exactly. So what's the motivation?
Well, it's apparently a list that President Obama administration had put in place to track these particular countries.
But I thought Trump hated Obama.
The reason is these countries, U.S. doesn't have good relations with these countries, so if they can't do background check. So if they call up Iran, they're like, hey, what's up with this dude? Where he been? Mm-hmm. They're not going to provide information. But Saudi Arabia, where all the terrorists came from, or 90% of them, they still we got connection, and he got his businesses.
Yeah.
But, you don't have good relations, but at the same time, no terrorists came out of those countries.
Yeah.
So what's the war? I don't know.
I just don't understand, I feel like somebody's going to make their way here no matter what.
It's true. They're going to be born here.
Yeah.
The statistics are, for most of these terrorists, they are born. But besides, let's keep 9/11 out the equation.
Yeah.
because 9/11 is an anomaly that they count for every stat.
Exactly.
So let's leave that out of the equation.
Yeah,
the rest
9/11 doesn't. I don't think it's going to happen. That was organized years of planning, big organization.
Let's talk about the big two: Orlando and San Bernardino, both born here. Both not born here. One immigrated here or whatever, and one was born
on a K-1 visa. Or
and
the
wife the wife came, whatever.
Yeah.
But they were basically Americans, and they got radicalized here through watching stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
So there's two different issues here. One is, immigration, because his parents immigrated here, and one of them, the gay dude, his father was sort of a radical, but he was gay. So there's a lot of like different things, and the media, like he keeps saying the liberal media. So he's right wing, by the way. If you don't know, he loves Netanyahu. He loves all these people. He loves Trump.
America.
Yeah, he loves America. He loves America. I love America too. I love America too, but I don't hate American people like these right wing people do. They hate American people and ideals. They just want the land.
They just don't like Muslims.
They don't like Muslims.
I mean, they don't like a lot of things.
Yeah.
Black people,
yeah,
Hispanics,
Muslims, so
women,
women
outside kitchen,
immigrants,
Asians driving.
But like, going back to the immigration, so terrorism does not, in this country particularly, the stats are that you're more likely to get killed by a white male, age 18 to 35, at a 20 million % higher than a freaking
You're more likely to get killed by a toddler that's playing with a gun.
Stuff. So,
or just slipping in the shower. We have 50 times more chance.
It's one of those issues that it's more of a fear mongering type of thing. I don't particularly think it's a racist thing because it's because he said something about letting Christians in and. That's fine. I'm Catholic, so I hope I'm safe when they start having, concentration camps for colored people.
How many people die from soldiers coming back with PTSD?
A lot.
Yeah.
So that's another one.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I don't know. It's just a very interesting world that we're living in nowadays because you look at like a Trump, who nobody thought was going to make it this far. So what does that tell us? Tell us there's a lot of fucked up people that live in this country.
Yes.
I mean, that's basically what it tells us. It's not Trump's fault. It really isn't because Trump saw an opportunity. He really, I don't think, thought he was going to win. He looked at it as...
I think he saw where the weakness is. Where people are...
now that he has the power, what happens with that power? So I'm not even going to get in... So if we're moving off of the topic of immigration and all that shit, it's fine. Ban the Muslims as long as you can. He's going home soon. Peace. He's looking at that. You better sell all your stock before you leave.
Selling my Walmart stock.
Sell that Walmart, all that shit. But it's a serious that immigration thing's one thing, but then you got to talk about like how the rest of the country, how does it matter to us Americans? Let's leave the immigrant out.
So hold up. As an immigrant...
I said leave the immigrant out.
No. I want to know about this.
What?
Which immigrant lives in the middle of fucking Idaho? And then why the fuck are they scared of Muslims? 9/11 happened in New York City.
Yeah.
Those people don't give a fuck about
DC,
Muslims.
New York.
Cool with it.
Then you want to talk about the
They should be
media.
worried about
You want
it.
to talk about the media then. When you talk about what Fox News does, what CNN does, they make it the headline. These people got blown up. These people, this, that, and the third. Long story short, like it's the media's fault for that. And that's one thing I'm very critical of when it comes to...
when he wants to fucking blow up your phone.
Well, can I just take a pause? Ivanka Trump is hot though. She's fucking gorgeous. I mean, she's
beautiful young lady. Yes.
I mean, Trump is horrible, but Ivanka Trump is grade A, legit.
Half the genes is his.
I wouldn't slap her if she was in the casket. Even if she killed my mother and raped my baby.
Yeah, I'm like, she really has 3 kids, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one thing. I mean, but that fades. By the time she's 45, you won't be saying these things.
Yeah, but she's at 45
With
right
Sean,
now.
that doesn't last for a month.
Anyway.
I won't worry about her.
But looking at it from the perspective of these people, in Middle America and stuff, what are their concerns? Because nobody cares about them. Apparently, we don't care about them. They take the welfare, they take the subsidies, but we don't care about them at all. They need jobs. Yeah. They need to work in a factory. They need to dig a hole to get coal and oil.
Fracking
and oil. Yeah. That's what they want to do with their lives. Make $7 an hour digging holes and fucking and farming and shit. They don't want to be Bill Gates. They don't want to be Mark Zuckerberg. They want to dig holes and build farm and hunt for their own food, which is fine. Live like a fucking caveman for the rest of your fucking life. But those civil. No, look, I'm being real. Look, you're laughing at me like I'm judging these people. No, I'm not judging them. I respect what you do. Now, mind you, I respect what I do too.
It's a way of life.
So it's a two-way street. If you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Yeah. We live in the same country. You can have your shit. Do it. Build a log cabin then. If you need money, you're not getting it from me
They're
anymore.
getting it already.
No, they're not.
All these states are getting all the taxes.
They're getting the shit. But at the end of the day,
I look at houses and fucking tornadoes.
You taught me off.
But look at and it's funny. It's funny, like to build the same house in the Midwest or whatever is like a tenth of the cost that it is to build the same house in DC or our area, Maryland, DC, Virginia.
I know
and same materials or whatever, but it's so cheap because
land is free.
Exactly. So like you have all this sprawling land, and people are like, they feel like everybody's gonna like invade them. Like this is like the Civil War.
Go there.
Nobody wants to. Yeah, exactly.
Nobody wants to go there.
We just want to make sure that we can fly over these states, or there's a hub that we can transfer if we're going to Cali or something like.
I fucking go around it. I go from the south to the Gulf. Yeah.
I've actually never traveled to those areas. So,
neither. Yeah,
I don't. We're going to the Grand Canyon this summer, maybe. So we'll see what it's like.
Do you feel like it's like going to a zoo?
But see the thing, and if we're talking about culture, let's talk about culture for a second. Let's talk about culture. Because culture is a big thing in this. American culture revolves around certain things. A lot of the stuff that we see in the media about our culture centers around the cities, LA, New York, all the TV, every reality show. Yeah. You see shows like the Duggar family and all that shit. They promote their incest and having 50 babies and shit. But those things are an anomaly, and they only cater. Oh yeah, Duck Dynasty. They cater to a certain demographic, and that certain demographic is they can make money off of them. Mm-hmm. The only thing you're going to get in front of them is a commercial, but they're not going to buy the products that you're pitching. Honestly, you ever watch Fox News? Anybody here watch it? I know you watch.
I DVR Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, you love Fox.
Yeah, I love Fox.
I DVR
because they're the only people that tell the truth, according to him. But
you get brainwashed by them.
The CNN, all the media. Yeah. And so anyway,
the problem is not me, it's everybody else. Fox is the right one. Everybody else.
They're the right one. Yes, they're the rightist. But it's crazy how like these particular media outlets, like the Fox and the CNN, control what we consume in a sense. Because, like I said, you look at the commercials on Fox versus what you see on CNN. A lot of the stuff, I don't know if you see this stuff. It's like when they talk about buying investments, you're going to see a thing for buying from an investment firm on CNN, while on Fox they have some washed up movie star trying to sell them gold coins and shit. When the economy goes down, gold's gonna go up. Yeah, like dude.
Or knives? You say that?
Oh yeah.
Gold. Oh yeah.
800 knives for fucking $50.
They do Depends. They do all types of crazy stuff. So they're catering to a certain demographic. Yeah. There. And CNN's catering to a more not even progressive, just a more.
Well, I feel like it's funny. It's always. The misconception has always been Republicans are haughty-taughty, rich, but it's really the Democrats that are more educated.
Yes.
The liberals are more the liberals are more the kind of the elite type of Harvard but the perception was always like Republicans. Well, it's a
Clinton era Democrats. When Clinton came in, that's when they started being more.
Well, it's a total flip because originally the Republicans were the ones were the party of Lincoln trying to, free slaves or unite the Union. Democrats were the more, sectionist, racist motherfuckers. And now it's like Democrats are the more united, type of thing, but more elitist than Republicans are. Republicans now are more like rural.
Well, they have no choice.
We want our guns.
Do you think Republicans were like this? Because I look at it like a movie theater. There's like giving 5 seats to handicapped people, and they looked at minorities like they're like, you can't have 5 seats. Now they're taking half this movie theater, and when they show up, they don't have a seat, and they're pissed. You know?
Yeah.
They were fine. They were like, oh, look at them. They're sitting there. Oh, they're equal to us, but they only have 4 seats right back there. They come in, there's one Chinese, one black, one Middle Eastern. Now they show up. They got to go, and they get the shitty seats. Sometimes they don't show up early. They got to compete for that seat. They all got to show up early. If you don't show up early, you're going to get that shitty front row seat. So, and they're pissed. So, when you say, I don't think that 40% who voted for Trump, they're all not there. All of them are the hillbillies. 20% of the white middle class, upper class, now they have to compete. They don't like that shit. Before, now they see the woman in the job market. Competing for the same job. They see the Indian guy. They see the black guy. They see the Muslim. They see all that, and they don't like that. So they got to compete now.
That means they have to compete. That means they need to. See,
and when they lose, they blame that. They were like, "Oh,
they blame it." But look, it was like I've been saying, and I preach this when I get into arguments on social media with people about this stuff. If you don't have education, you're not going to be shit in this world. I don't give a fuck about your culture and ideals. The farmer in Iran, you're African American, right? You look half. I'm half Asian. The guy who plants the rice paddies in the Philippines, and the same motherfucker that goes through the jungle in Africa. I don't know if there's even jungles in Africa, and the same as Africa. These motherfuckers that don't get that education, they ain't shit. They're never gonna be shit. But they have the loudest voice. You know why? Because there's more of them than us. We control the money. We control the power, but they give it to us. Like the more you speak to them, like they just literally let Ebenezer Scrooge become president of the United States, right? And this motherfucker literally has said things about poor people. He said things about black people, immigrants throughout his life on tape. He's talked about grabbing pussy. He hates women. He hates kids. He hates everything.
But
he's their savior.
And he's
their savior.
He's
like you said last week, they think he's a fucking lottery ticket. They think Trump is a lottery ticket. Why? Like he's going to share money with you? Has he ever shared money with anybody? No. They think he's going to create jobs.
But they want to be just like him. They want to have that Russian wife. They want to be rich. They want to grab pussy.
Yes.
They want to do whatever fucking.
Well, that's the thing. It's like so a girl I've been dating. Like she was talking about like these supporters of Trump. It feels they have a voice now. Like these people that have been like
voice for what?
They're like now Trump is the president, so now it's like I can be like.
What is he gonna do for them?
Well, they feel like for themselves they can just
more welfare?
Be out there and fucking talk shit.
What are they gonna get from him? Some Trump ties?
Yeah.
Some
Trump steaks, some Trump steaks, Trump wine.
Some Trump. They're gonna get into that Murcielago fucking golf club and shit. He raised the price of his to get into it since he became president. It used to be $100,000 to get into this golf club in Florida. You know how much it is now?
How much?
200.
Fuck, I'm canceling myself.
200. He's gonna cancel. I can't get on there because I'm black. I can't. He's not gonna let no Negroes in there.
I'm gonna let you,
especially me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. So like.
So what do you? I mean, so obviously I feel like he's gonna be one term, right? I mean, there's no way
I don't think so.
Terms.
He's setting himself up for a dictatorship.
If Democrats don't vote again, he's gonna be.
It's not about Democrats voting. It's about what the message and how he's programming the people to think a certain way. You notice how he pushes his voter fraud issue. All that shit, none of that actually happened. But if you talk to a Trump supporter, they think it all happened. Yeah, I saw 3 million Mexicans at my polling station voting illegally. Yeah, I saw Hillary out there fucking sucking Saudi dick for fucking money. They literally saw this. They saw them, what do they do?
Who opened 9 companies during that time?
The kiddie porn at the pizza place in Maryland. Yeah, they saw all this, apparently. Some guy came with a fucking AK-47 there to stop it. So this stuff, these are the things these people believe in, and they think that it's real, and they don't deny it because Trump reinforces that idiocracy. So, like, you've seen the movie Idiocracy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So not to say that I don't know, like that movie starts in the future, but it's not necessarily, it's a dumbing down of what he's representing is a dumbing down of people, misrepresentation of facts and not denying. So the one thing about politicians, what I've noticed is that yes, if they get caught lying, most of the time they'll fess up to it. Trump has never ever, even when he's bold-faced, they show the video. It says right here.
You're like, no.
I saw it. We have it on video of you punching the guy. No, the grabbing the pussy thing. You said you grabbed the pussy. No. He did. He said he admitted to that. But like, there's certain things that he said, like making fun of the handicap.
Oh yeah.
He did it on tape. He's like, oh, I'm a retard.
Yeah.
All that stuff. He made fun of him, and he denies it to this day. All his surrogates deny it.
Yeah.
All of his supporters deny it.
But does it matter?
Did you see that? Did you see that recent video that I sent you where the reporter was pulled out of the? He was trying to ask a question to Univision guy.
Oh, that was
But no. But then they had video of when he was in the back when they were pushing him out, and the guy I saw the initial video where he was like, I want to ask a question, but one of Trump's handlers in the back after they pulled him out, the security said, "Get out of my country," and the guy said, "I'm an American citizen." He said, "Go back to Univision."
Univision's a country now, by the way.
Yeah, have you seen
Trump
this?
land,
Look,
alternate.
I don't know if you can play that or not, but.
I'll play it.
Next, yeah, please.
Your immigration plan is
Excuse
full
me,
of
sit down. You want to call? Sit down.
Mr.
Sit down.
Trump, no, I'm a
Sit
reporter,
down.
as an immigrant, and as a
Go
U.S.
ahead.
citizen, I have the right to ask the question.
No, you
and
don't.
this is the
You
question.
haven't been called.
No, but
I have the
the
right
back,
to ask the question.
when they
Go
pull
back
him
to
out,
Univision.
there was no video on
This is
that.
the question.
Go ahead.
You cannot deport 11 million.
Go ahead.
You cannot deport 11 million people. You cannot build a 1,900-mile wall. You cannot deny citizenship to children in this
Sit
country.
down.
And with those ideas, I'm a reporter, and don't touch me, sir. Don't touch me, sir. You cannot touch me. I have the right to ask a question.
Yes, in order.
I have the right to ask a question.
Do you see your credential?
I have the right to ask a question.
Where? Let me see it.
It's over there.
So they're coming out, stay out. You just got to wait your time.
Very rude. It's not about you. It's not about
Get out of my country. Get out.
Yeah.
I'm a U.S. citizen too. Well, whatever.
That's my guy. Yo.
Yeah. So he says, "Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen. Yeah, whatever."
Yeah,
So
whatever.
the assumption
Well,
was
he's not white.
because exactly.
He's not white.
To
Yeah.
them, doesn't matter. You can be born 5 generations.
I'm not a U.S.
You can be
citizen
a
to these
native.
motherfuckers.
You can be a native.
Get out
you
of
know,
my country.
A lot of white people they still think Native Americans are actually immigrants.
Yeah.
They look at them as immigrants.
They tell me to go. They tell us to go back to Africa. I'm not from. I've never been to Africa. How am I gonna go back to some shit I never been? You brought me here. So let me tell that. Like I said, the demographic that this man caters to is the part of the country that does not respect American values.
Yeah.
Okay, they only respect authoritarian. They want to be ruled by somebody who tells them what to do because they don't. Number one, they're used to living in the shit that they created. Like all this shit. Oh, I live in a mud hole and a fucking piece of crap house. I drive a shitty car. Just as long as I have somebody saying they got my back, they're happy with that. Mm-hmm. That's all they're happy with. And then secondly, the other people that voted for him are the people within the top maybe 5% of earners. They have nothing to lose. I could have voted for Trump. Mm-hmm. You, him. Yeah. We're in the top 5% of earners.
I just found out I'm in the top 1% actually.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I did your calculation. Even 3. I thought you. Oh, now I don't know his money, but apparently you got more of it now.
I was doing some checking.
All right,
Yeah.
look, clap. You gonna clap it? Come on, stop hating. Stop hating. Top 1% here.
Yeah,
1%.
That's why people like him. We have Trump.
You know what? I admire people like him.
You only have to make more than $434,000 to be top 1%,
bro.
I found that
Put
out.
some liquor in that, dog.
Yeah.
Whatever. Top winner earner. So you represent a class of people that these people want to be, and they will always look up to that. Yet they don't respect you because you're fucking black.
Yeah.
They don't respect you because you're Middle Eastern. They don't respect me because I'm biracial. I'll just say.
What did Kanye say? You still a nigger in the Benz?
Yeah, exactly. So long story short, like that, those people will always be in the shit. Now, mind you, you can hate me all you want for saying this, but you will always be pieces of shit. No, the funny thing about it is like it doesn't matter. That's why I'm never. I mean, I might get lynched if I go to Mississippi. But I don't.
I
go
actually went to
Mississippi,
South Carolina
bro.
recently, and I was a
Yeah.
little nervous. There was a lot of Confederate flags
There's a lot
out
of
there.
that stuff, man.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, as long as you keep a low key profile,
Yeah,
like
there's-
they're not gonna murder you until it's okay to. So
Yeah.
that's why I would stay in New York and all that stuff,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
DC.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, like we have an advantage over these people that they'll never have. And if they're content with living that lifestyle, that's fine. You have a president now who is totally gonna make it worse for you. And I love it actually. I don't like the fact that Steve Bannon is part of this administration because he don't like Negroes.
Yeah.
He's not my dude. I fuck with him I like Breitbart. I read their funny articles and shit. I left fake news stuff. But I think that he's dangerous in some aspects because already he's on the National Security Council. They're talking about starting wars with like 4 different countries right now or something. They're just like, oh, we're going to go to war with Mexico because they don't want to build a wall. Or we're going to blow up Iran.
So that begs the question then.
They just sent troops into Yemen again and got somebody killed.
So that begs the question: what's the chances? What are the odds you guys feel that we actually will go to war within his presidency? What percentage?
9,000%.
You think it's?
It might happen next week.
You think it's highly likely? More than 50%.
I think we're gonna have confrontation, not a war. So I can see them like blowing up an Iranian ship or something, but not a war.
Well, North Korea will be the key, right?
But
If North
war
Korea
would
tests
be the
some.
best
North
thing.
Korea and Trump they're both stupid.
Well,
so
that's the
mind you,
thing.
we might become good allies with North Korea because they might set up some playtime, go play together, play some Xbox or something, and get things straight or whatever the fuck Trump likes to do.
I don't know. I think North Korea trying to
Putin runs the world.
invoke their will to say we're going to test nuclear, and if Trump doesn't get along, I mean he could really try to.
But you guys remember the Iraq War.
Yeah.
So when Bush started, any media that said anything against the war, they were like, "Oh, you're not American. You go. You're like Al Jazeera." So war would be the best thing for Trump. Mm-hmm. He can control the media, bring back the patriotic thing. So and then is he gonna lose money? No, this country is too rich.
Yeah,
And he has businesses
It's gonna
everywhere.
affect the middle class. What happened? Like we came out of the war and we have more billionaires now.
yeah.
Yep.
So.
And that's
But
the only
middle
thing.
class.
So
is fucked.
all you dumb people that voted for Trump, even the people with money. Well, I kind of respect you because you're horrible though. You're going to hell. But
What about the guy that smacked the corpse?
he probably voted for Trump. I feel that
Oh
he
yeah,
did.
that's actually.
I think he did.
I know.
He's
I don't
on
think
a-
he voted
What
for
do
Trump.
you think about the minorities who voted for Trump?
Piece
Are
of
they
shit.
haters?
No, they're
Or
stupid. Okay, so I
insecure?
know a guy, and I go back and forth with him on the internet a lot. He's stupid. They're just stupid. They see a thing. They see a wave. It's a wave. It's like when they follow rappers. It's like when they buy the fucking sneakers. Why is Air Jordans $300? Because niggas buy that shit. These niggas bought into his stupid shit. They're like, oh, look at this. This guy's funny. Oh, he's again. Oh, they look at it and they're like, oh, this is cool. I think I'm just gonna roll with it and be different because people are gonna think I'm crazy.
Or
for
their
doing this.
opportunities?
What are they gonna do? Look at the guy. Look at the guy. Okay, wait. You saw his.
If you're a
press
black
conference.
leader and you supported Trump, you're gonna get some
No, but look.
position.
Yeah.
I know
Because there aren't that many.
Look
Yeah.
at look at
Yeah.
look at
So-
the people that that are on his cabinet. The black people. Look at the transition team. You saw them. They were on the Black History panel. Omarosa, those reverends.
fucking
all that
How
shit.
did Omarosa? I mean,
So look,
See,
oh no,
she-
but yo, can I tell you
she's on
something?
Celebrity Apprentice.
She was on The View, and she destroyed those bitches. I mean, she got Joyce. I don't think Whoopi was there. Whoopi probably could have said something, but they were like quiet because she put it. It made me think that I should give Trump a chance. The way she was talking about it. So she's good for Trump as far as a mouthpiece, but I think she's principled. She actually believes
Mouthpiece
in some
on
of his
2
stuff.
levels.
What do you mean? Oh, you think that's just chocolate sunshine?
It could be.
It could be. She got some big lips. She got big lips, dog.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
She looked like she could swallow a banana.
Oh man.
Yeah.
She probably.
But look. Trump got like the Ben Carson's terrible.
Oh, my
brilliant,
God.
Brilliant
He's a
surgeon.
retard.
but
Yeah.
He's just witless.
He wasn't
and
even a
clueless.
brilliant surgeon.
My guy.
He was
My
selling
God, man.
pills and shit, promoting
selling
pills,
pills.
like fake pills.
No, remember the pyramids were for holding grain. Remember that. It's for holding grain, nothing else. So either way, and those pastors, that one motherfucker from Ohio, he makes me sick. And I don't know if you saw that statement he made about the fucking the gang members. No, the gang members. He's like, oh, I got all the gang leaders in Chicago to come sit down with Trump. Like these niggas, you think they'll come sit down with him to shoot him in the face? Like they ain't gonna sit down with no damn Trump. Like they. So and then he backtracked those statements, you know. And speaking of backtrack, let's talk about. I mean, this is something I didn't think about coming into this because I know we had an agenda, but I love Kellyanne Conway. I think she's brilliant.
She is
at manipulating.
No, she is
the conversation in the media.
When she got involved with the Trump campaign, it totally shifted. Yeah,
but
totally
it's so funny. 1 month before she joined the Trump campaign, this video on this. She was anti-Trump because she was working for Ted Cruz. You could go online and look this stuff up. She was like, Trump's a fraud. Trump's this, that. Every talking point that the quote-unquote liberal media has right now, she was spewing out there and making a legitimate case for it from a right-wing perspective. And now, ever since she transitioned over, man, she has been...
Oh, she's a beast. Yeah,
she's the one that makes Trump... She makes the media look stupid. Because the media does not question her stupidity. Like she says, like not her stupidity, her comments. Like the other day, I don't know if you guys saw this. I think it just happened yesterday. She said to them that there was a terrorist attack in I forgot, like Knoxville or something. I don't know.
What's Knoxville?
Like I don't know, no, the Mississippi or whatever. Don't quote me on this, people. If you hear this, don't quote me on this. I'm a little tipsy. I've been drinking, but she said something that did not exist. They said, there was a terrorist attack in something a few years ago that helped cause all this stuff because of this, and that's why we have this immigrant ban right now. It never happened. And she was talking to Chris Matthews. Chris Matthews is smart, but she made him just like not even fact check her on the spot. Like I would have said there was no damn terrorist attack. Like if you look at the video, there was no damn terrorist attack. And what happened? But she made it seem like there was, and 1 million people watched it, and now 1 million people think that there's a now mind you, let's just say only half of those people look it up and say, oh, there was no terrorist attack. Full of shit.
Well, I have a question.
Another 500,000 aren't.
I have a question. Where the hell did Hillary go? Where did she go?
Let me tell you. This is
Where
my
did she
theory.
go?
She's the reason we got
Trump.
Trump.
Yeah, fuck her. She's the reason we got Trump. And here's my conspiracy theory thing. I think her and Trump got a contract that says I will not say a damn word about you if you don't put me in jail. Because right now with a Republican Senate, a Republican Congress, a Republican Supreme Court, her ass would be buried under the jail if they ever put her on the stand and did some shit with her email bullshit.
Yeah, it is weird how she kind of just disappeared.
Bro.
Well, because that's the second time she lost. She lost to Obama.
But it's kind of strange that she just like is not.
She was corrupt. She got rid of Bernie and she lost to fucking Trump.
But I feel like she could have used some of all this banned stuff. No, I feel like she could have used all this banned stuff and kind of like rode that wave. Like, hey, kind of gather supporters at least for the Democratic.
This was the biggest failure that Democrats had, and because of her. Fucking Democrats hate her ass now because of that.
Yeah.
If that was Bernie or anybody else or Biden should have run.
Yeah. Well, Biden was thinking about it.
Yeah, but he didn't because of Hillary.
Yeah, Bernie probably would have won. Yeah.
I mean, over Trump, they didn't have shit over Bernie.
Yeah.
But Hillary, he had Bill.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Bill.
Yeah.
You know,
you see how Bill was looking. You see how Bill was looking at Melania Trump at the inauguration. He was licking his lips.
I fucking feel bad for that dude.
I mean, look what he was surrounded by. Like, there wasn't nothing else to look at.
He looks at Trump. He says Ivanka.
Yeah.
All this.
And
then looks at Hillary. You're like, fuck, stuck with a loser.
Long story short, yeah. I mean, I just can't. Oh, by the way, we missed the video camera stopped where I got my new camera.
Okay.
I got
note to self.
Half of that.
Once you reach the one person, maybe.
I just it was a little on the spot. Sorry about that, people. But the audio is still going. Either way. Yeah, you're right. Like, yeah. I mean, look, Bill's a horn dog. He likes to look at shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, so it's crazy though, like how
living in Trump land.
I feel Trump grab the pussy, but you gotta like look at it in many different ways because the way that we have this president now and the way that we have a lot of people falling in line with him is scary. That's what scares me the most. Because right now, they should be setting, like, I don't know what Democrats are planning, but it seems like it's a weak move, what they're doing right now. Because there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. Not fixed. A lot of things that need to be...
Thank you, sir.
With him particularly, that need to be addressed. Conflict of interest. Having his family in the White House advising him.
Well, you know, that's another thing. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, I always thought Ivanka was really smart, self-aware, mostly because she's hot. But at the same time, I feel like why wouldn't she try and pull the plug on some of this shit? Like, I mean, wouldn't she say, "Dad, this travel ban"? Like, I mean, we have to remember Trump is 70 years old. That motherfucker was born in the 40s.
Who's pulling the plug?
So he's obviously so far gone.
Who's pulling the strings though? Is it them or is it these people that are?
Well, I feel like I don't know. I always had a different impression about his kids. I thought they were more kind of forward with their thinking, more progressive.
What, Beavis and Butthead and the fucking...
Well, no, Ivanka. I thought Ivanka was pretty... I mean, she always come across like a pretty intelligent...
No, look at it this way. So, Trump's rating came out. He's like 35, the lowest ever.
It went up to 42 or something recently.
Yeah, whatever it was. So,
this nigga's winning.
Who are those people? Those are people who want to kick the Muslims out. He knows he can't ban Saudis. You know, they get intelligent. He gets business there. U.S. got a good relation with Saudi. Yeah. So what he can do with countries that you don't have a relation, doesn't matter about the terrorists. He knows the fact. He knows there's no terrorists. Mm-hmm. The chances you get killed in this country by terrorists 100,000 times less than getting shot by a white man. Mm-hmm. So... yeah,
a million times
guns or anything.
It's like dying in a plane crash.
Shoot or whatever. Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
Crossing the street, getting attacked by bulldogs.
Getting attacked by bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
I feel like there should be a cap on age for president.
That was for his base.
Yeah.
That was just like, hey, I told you I'm going to stop the Muslims.
Yeah.
But he didn't stop the right Muslims.
What about a cap on age for presidents? Age? There shouldn't be a president at 70 years old. He's 70 years old. He was born in the 40s. There should be like you can't be older than like 55.
Speaking of term limit, this is crazy because I had an argument with somebody today, which made it was hilarious. Not an argument. This guy, he posted something on his face. He voted for Trump, and he was like, when is Trump going to put out the term limits for congressmen? So I was like, I didn't know. I thought he said something about it, but he actually didn't do anything about it yet. So I was like, I thought he did this already. And he was like, no, I didn't. So he went back and forth, and he's like, yeah, these people, like the government needs to stop having these 70-year-old rich guys with no insight to how we really feel, running our government. So I was like, just like the guy we elected? And he was like, oh. And I was like, so it's like, this is the logic of these people. And this is why I say the majority of them are stupid. And I'm not going to call them stupid.
They're misinformed.
Not even misinformed. Misinformation. Black people are misinformed.
Whoa.
There's a lot of people that are we're misinformed every day. It's more about like their priorities.
Okay, how about we say this?
That's what I would say.
Naive.
Very naive. Also priorities in the wrong place. They'd rather have position over position, not meaning privilege over power and money. Mm-hmm. Okay? Position meaning I'd rather be white than black. Mm-hmm. And you heard that Chris Rock joke. I don't know if you heard about it. It's like, the white guy would rather be white than be me and rich.
And the thing about it too that so Colin Cowherd, which you listen to, he always says people want affirmation, not confirmation. They want
Colin
Cowherd.
He never. That's not a quote from him, but
well, just in general, he says
somebody said that.
No, well, he says that, but affirmation is
that
like
motherfucker voted for Trump. I think
you just want people to agree with you.
Yeah.
And typically, if somebody agrees with you, fall in line with their thing. Like,
Yeah.
so that's one of the things about, and speaking to the people, folks. So we all have different opinions in different situations.
For sure.
So that's why it makes us unique, right?
Yeah.
But most of the country they only want to watch whatever they agree with. Like, I watch Fox News. I don't really agree with Fox News, but I always watch Fox. I watch
being
CNN.
informed. You want to be informed.
Yeah. I just
You
want to
want perspective.
I want to see the spin on everything.
Yes, exactly.
But
That's the
some
same
people
with me.
just get so caught up into.
And they don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear anything else. Yeah.
They get so
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem. Like, because I know old people that watch Fox News 24/7. My parents' old neighbors. I go into their house when I go to my parents' house to check on it. Fox News in the background all day, and they're not honestly. Fox is the first propaganda network ever, and then CNN kind of fell in line with it, but they're neutral, which is weird. So they get like a right wing and a left wing, and they get to no conclusion, which kind of confuses people, and that's scary too because you're not giving objective.
Yeah.
Journalism. Like, if Trump is lying or anybody's lying, you tell the people that they're lying and you point to the facts. CNN never does that.
No.
During the whole primary, during even the election, he says, I didn't grab the pussy. I'm just saying that as an example. We know he grabbed the pussy. He said he grabbed the pussy. So he didn't, but Trump
That
would
was
say...
locker room talk.
That's exactly. So they give it, they put in big quotes. It's a headline. That's just locker room talk.
Yeah.
So his whole base is saying, that's just locker room talk. CNN is not saying, oh, that's fucking horrible shit person talk. Yeah, no, they're saying it's locker room talk, so now it passes off as fact, or as
No, they put the
alternative
fact,
fact.
and then they put the alternative fact, and
Exactly.
then let the people choose what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fox News just puts the alternative fact, and that's it. So there's only one fact.
Well, just like with the guy
You're
who
gonna be able to
shot the mosque up in Quebec. Fox News reported that it was a Moroccan Muslim guy that did it. Okay? Because a Moroccan Muslim guy was at the mosque walking out when it happened, and when he heard the shots, he ran away, and the police abducted him, and they questioned him, and they let him go.
I love how you said abducted.
Abducted. That's what they do with us colored people, dog. We don't get arrested.
He never showed up again.
We get shot and we get abducted. You know what I'm saying? And when we get abducted, there ain't no police report on that. When we get arrested, we going away. They know we're going away when we get arrested. But when either they're gonna shoot us or they're gonna freaking abduct us and throw us in an alley somewhere when they're done with us. So long story short, this guy gets abducted. Mm-hmm. They question him. They let him go, and they find out, okay, he didn't do anything. But Fox broke the story, and they said, yo, this Moroccan guy got in here. They tweeted about it, and they never redacted it. So that's part of the problem. Like, that's it. You let out this propaganda. You redact. You didn't even redact the statement that you made on Twitter. It's still on Twitter.
Yeah,
it's still a tweet. They didn't delete the tweet or nothing. They just let it go. They also said it on the TV. They never redacted it on live TV. And when they finally did, it was because the prime minister or president, whatever, of Canada called them and said, "Hey, you are reporting the wrong thing. It was a white Trump supporter that did this." And he's Canadian and a Trump supporter, which is ridiculous because
makes it even wider.
That's an oxymoron.
It makes it worse. It makes it worse because this ideology is spreading across borders. You know what I mean? And it's spreading into Europe. You got
I think
Nigel Farage.
it's spreading from Europe to US, by the way.
Yes, you're right, because Farage and them. So if you follow the alt-right, so by the way, we're gonna have an alt-right guy here next.
That's gonna be so much fun.
A black guy in the alt-right, mind you, and he's very up on the alt-right, so he knows his shit. He might have he has one of those little frog guys, the little frog. He puts it on.
Is that the guy that got punched in the face?
No, yeah, it's no.
Well,
that
did
guy's
you see
white.
that one?
Yeah, I saw the dude. Yeah, what's his name?
Beautiful morning.
Richard Spencer. Yeah, that dude. I mean, look. You say stupid shit, people are gonna punch you in the face. You know what I mean? And I feel like, not that he deserved it. I don't advocate for violence. But,
we don't advocate for violence.
Yeah,
this
must be happy hour.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah, happy.
At least for an hour. And
after you can get punched in the
slapping
face.
a dead man.
You gotta slap a dead man.
We did start with that. We did start with the dead man getting slapped. We did start with that. Damn.
Yeah, we did. But it's crazy because why is this thing not recording? It's crazy. This thing don't want to. You know what? Because of the battery.
Oh well.
We're not gonna have much video, but yeah. This guy, this Richard Spencer guy, and all these other people, they are making it hard for No, not making harm. Sorry, let me backtrack because I'm drunk right now. Like these guys, it makes it a situation where they have a voice in the media now. Where before you wouldn't see people with extreme views in the mainstream. Now you're getting airtime for guys like David Duke, Richard Spencer, Donald Trump now.
Acceptable now.
These niggas, let me stop for a second, because the fucking country's fucked up, bro.
It's an interesting time. Interesting time we live in right now. I mean, you look at, let me
tell you,
Twitter. I never thought. I never thought a president.
Is it better now or 50 years ago for you?
It's better.
For black people.
It's better now. Fuck that. Yeah, 50 years ago, motherfuckers couldn't use the same.
In short term, it's worse. If you look in the last 10 years, but in general, it's still better.
Yeah.
It is going downhill, though.
Yeah. It's
I would say socially we're going downhill.
But I think they're pushing it. Like, this is like the last thing they can do.
Can I tell you something,
Trump, the extremist.
Yeah.
And if he can't do anything, they're gonna give up.
Yeah.
Those people are gonna give up.
That's why if
they don't win, if they don't start winning, the coal miners, they're not gonna vote anymore for a guy like that.
That's my whole plan, is just set up companies. I'm not even gonna be a race anymore. I just want to be an entity. I just want to be an LLC.
Yeah, well, look, I mean that's the wave right now, because right now the things that are going on, it's really a class war. It is what it is. But like I've been saying, man, poor people always, especially in the middle part of this country that are not in the know, they fuck themselves in the ass on a daily basis when it comes to politics, And when they finally, I'm not going to say Obama was any good or whatever, they finally had an opportunity to do something right by voting for a guy like Bernie Sanders, let's say. Yeah. That guy is real, Bernie is real deal. Mm-hmm. And he would have helped them, but they voted for Trump. Mm-hmm. Trump don't give a fuck about anybody. He don't even give a fuck about his wife.
That's the problem. Those Bernie supporters, they didn't vote.
Well, see, yeah.
That's why
the whole thing with Hillary and Bernie, with the email back and forth trying to shut Bernie out,
that
really
split.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
people wanted Hillary, they would have voted 8 years ago.
Yeah.
She ran. Nobody voted.
Yeah. And
so do you guys think we'll ever have a? Well, I guess we honestly we will. You don't think we'll ever have a woman president?
At some point.
It would have.
But not in the next 4 years.
The next woman president, fuck all that Michelle Obama shit. No. It would be somebody
They're not gonna put Michelle. They're not gonna put another Clinton.
You don't think Elizabeth Warren has a chance?
No,
you don't think
so? No. They need somebody fresh without any shit in their bed. She got too much.
Kylie Jenner. We got one vote.
She got my vote.
Yeah.
2 votes.
Now, voter fraud would go up tremendously if she ran for president.
Oh, man.
We would all vote 4 million times. Well, eventually voting is just going to be on your phone.
You're gonna vote. See, they won't let that happen.
No, that's
I bet you we're going to downgrade a piece of the paper.
That's got to happen.
It's going to be stupid
to get rid of that electoral vote.
This got to happen eventually. I mean, come on. It's got to happen eventually. Going to the polls is so passe. Come on. Waiting in line,
Nah,
trust me, it will happen. There'll be some fingerprint, some shit.
I don't think it's gonna. I think that the government won't let that happen.
You guys want
the
pizza?
powers that be. Yeah.
Pizza's coming.
Eat that pizza, bro. We'll eat some pizza. Get these people over and do it right. Eat
beautiful morning.
Yeah. So like these types of things, the government, so voter suppression, all this stuff, man. There's so many things that the government does, the state governments or whatever, does to disenfranchise people that make and mind you, the majority of this country is disenfranchised.
So what's the end game, do you think? What's the end game? Just controlling people?
Let me tell you, controlling people and the elites win. We're part of the elites. So you know what? So not even to say we're part of the elites. As long as we keep making money, we're part of that class.
We need to have
hopefully he'll let me stay in his attic when all this shit happens. Maybe you too, because he thinks he's making. I'm gonna play you on the internet, but it's funny. The money's thinner than the screenshots that you send me.
So,
no, long story short, like, these people will always, like, us people will always be in that in-between, not always, but until we get out of that, like, where we can be in that elite class. Doesn't matter about black or white. They know when a nigga got money.
Oh, yeah.
They know when they work with these motherfuckers. They work with Idi Amin. They work with all these motherfuckers that as long power and money run things in this global economy. You know what I'm saying? China don't do shit but make stuff in factories and whatever. But they have global power right now because they're making money. You know what I mean? They're a factor now. You know, so they have respect. They earn respect. And even Russia, Putin on paper is the wealthiest individual on paper in the whole world. If you look at all of his investments and everything, what he's tied into in government, it's worth about $84 billion.
you know, Iran's supreme leader, he's worth $140 billion.
Oh shit.
All the assets that are under
No
his
wonder we
company, under his company is worth 140. He's twice as Bill Gates.
So can we still go to Iran?
Yeah,
But
just gonna get a visa.
it's crazy.
man.
I don't get
But
it.
we can't. Can we come back from
get
Iran?
it.
Yeah,
I don't
As
get
long
it.
as we have.
Nothing wrong with it.
It
So,
doesn't.
can I read a comment from a Trump
Did I just-
supporter trying not to be racist and pro-immigration? I feel like this is racist. A good friend of mine. This is, of course, I'm a fan of immigration. I've dated a Turk, a Pole, a Jew, a Syrian, a Filipino, 3 Persian, 2 Swedish, and a Hungarian. Basically, he's saying I fuck a lot of countries. I'm not racist. I mean, I can see if you say I marry a fucking Syrian, I'm not racist. But once you say I dated fucking 15 different, and then with a wink in the end,
We're gonna go to Clarendon Ballroom after this and do a poll of.
Yeah. I'm like, you really did make America great.
Was it him or was it them that made America great? They made America great by being here so that he could experience all those different cultures.
That goes back to me telling you that like they put a couple of seats
You know what? We
on
should
the side, and now all those seats are taken.
we should do a trip to Iran and do a
I can't do that
broadcast.
shit.
You
He
can't.
won't come back. He can't come
I'm
back.
not a good Muslim.
Yo,
so-
bro can't come back, yo.
No, I thought you were an
He's
American
gone.
citizen.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't no
I'm
citizen.
Iranian citizen too.
Oh,
He has
Dual
do people with
But
dual
you have-
citizenship.
Yeah, but I work for.
but dual citizenship, they don't let you in?
No, they do. It's my background, being on your podcast and stuff like that.
Oh, they're gonna check your social media. They're doing that right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing it right now as you
It says
speak.
Uncle
Trump.
Sam just got on my
Yeah,
Twitter
they
feed.
messing with you right
And you
now.
speak Farsi, too, right?
Oh,
yeah. Farsi.
Farsi.
Uh-oh.
Fiercey.
Persian, whatever you call it.
We're sleeping with the enemy.
Dude, I gotta
enemy
take a
in the
shower
house.
after this podcast. Gotta wash the ISIS off me.
Who's hated the most? Black people or Muslim?
Oh, this is what we were talking about that the other day. So wait,
Yeah.
so this
Who
is
would
the
you
thing.
say hated more right now? Black or Muslim?
I think black people.
I think black
think
people.
it's black
but-
people.
Yeah,
Black- 'cause
but
the-
it's close though because Muslim.
We have 400-year precedence over hate.
The fear is for Muslim, but
No,
the
but-
hate more maybe is for
You know,
black.
that's the argument. But look, so there's intentional fear and there's perceived fear. The perceived fear
is higher for
for Muslims.
Yeah,
Black people,
They
when
fear- they
when we
fear
were
Muslims.
slaves, they perceived the fear in them was that from the propaganda that they put.
like we might
black
learn.
People, well, yeah, they might learn how to read and figure out that
Yeah, they're like, they don't
killing.
look at
We're
black
killing them.
people as like
yeah.
same. Like,
Yeah, so and then Nat Turner happened and all that other shit. So long like the way that it is now that we're free and all this shit, the fear in white America is that black people are going to take over, they're going to kill us. Oh, this
Take
Spike
the
Lee's
woman.
going to make some movie that's going to get people to fucking want to kill us. Oh, Denzel Washington's going to become president. We had Obama and all this shit. So look, we had a black president already. We had all this stuff.
and Obama was only half.
He was
black.
only half
Yeah,
black.
yeah.
But this
So
is-
in a racist world, he's half white.
The death camps
He's
and all
half
this
right.
stuff. So white people have that inherent fear of black people to the point where police officers, if you put your hands in the wrong way or you
By
say
the way,
the wrong
we mean
things,
white racist people, not
not
all
even white,
people.
even black people, even black cops will do the same shit because there's this inherent fear of the brown skin. And then if you look at Middle Eastern people, now it's like, okay, your name's Mohammed Khalif Mohammed Masheed, and that all of a sudden, oh my God, he might have a bomb. He might have.
But it's so.
You know what I mean?
The difference is you can't really tell Middle Eastern because you can be blonde, blue eye, and
Exactly.
be Middle Eastern.
But
now.
once
And it's so much easier to identify black than a religion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like Muslims got lucky with that.
Yeah.
And that's why the problem with a lot of Indians and Pakistani, they're not even, they're like Hindus. And
Yeah.
they get caught up in this shit.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
get killed because they look more like to that stereotype they think about.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Saudi guy comes like his dad fucked a Lebanese and got
Yeah.
blue eyes or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
So
But
so it's black first and then Muslims, then Mexicans.
Yeah, and then Hispanic,
So,
and it doesn't
so
matter
they
where
hate,
you came
they
come
hate
from.
Muslim more than Mexicans?
I think so because we blown. They blown
Yeah, because they
we-
wouldn't
I'm not no
let
Muslim.
because they wouldn't let a Muslim work in their home. They let a Mexican
Oh, yeah.
or a
Okay.
black person.
So which one is worse? Woman who leaves the kitchen or Asian driver?
Asian
Or
driver. Asian driver.
Asian drivers are bad.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying. I'm
and then
sorry. That's
women-
Yeah,
very-
yeah. No
Asian-
offense against
just
Asian
Asian.
drivers or
Or
Asian.
just Asian or whatever.
Oh.
So then a woman who leaves the kitchen in the house or the house.
Well, I don't really care about that because I have DoorDash.
Uber Eats replaces the wife.
I watched some of these videos on Live Leak. The comment board is the most racist shit ever. So
It was
this
crazy.
is how I rate it. Like the way it's like was like who's hated more? Like a video about black people
Yeah.
or like an Asian driving crashing or a woman doing something stupid or Mexican like I don't know,
Yeah.
cutting the grass bad or
It's crazy. I'm drunk. I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going to.
yeah.
It's 7:44. What do you got?
What? I told you I had a meeting
Yeah, no
downtown.
fucking meeting. So one thing about Chicago, check this out. This dude is like so into. I mean, the reason why this podcast is called "Must Be Happy Hour" is probably because of him. But at the end of the day, this dude is always thirsty. The minute he has a tiny bit of little fun in him, which I call alcohol, he'll wild out. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta do it." It'll be 7 o'clock. He ain't got no fucking meeting.
I do have a meeting.
He gonna go to this spot. Watch, this is what's gonna happen. He gonna go to this spot. Whoever, because he was on the phone before. Whatever person he was talking to.
Look.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, was that our boot?
Yeah.
That. Come on, man. That dude's thirsty too. They're gonna go to the spot, buy 9 bottles, and stand there waiting for people to come in. And then we chilling. Then the people start coming in. Then they're gonna want to go to another spot. And then it's like, what the fuck? And a guy hung out with these dudes a couple of times, and it's crazy because this is his precedence. Like he doesn't. He's the type that wants to get it in, but he expects the party to be there at 6:45 p.m. You know the girls don't start getting ready till 10.
Look, man, I'm
Nah,
dating.
they start getting ready at 10. They show up at
Look,
midnight.
I'm dating somebody right now. So
I don't even know what
So the
that
last
means,
week,
dog.
too.
I don't
It
even know what that
changed.
means. All you saying, like, look.
No, I do have a I
Yeah, I
have
know,
a
I
meeting
know.
with an agent.
I
with
know
a
you
broker,
got a meeting, but I'm just saying, like, the
Sotheby's broker
the party
and
people
developer.
don't show up till 10.
But it's not a party
you're-
people thing.
It doesn't. No, come on. Look, okay, Friday night.
Look,
he got a meeting on a Friday
look,
night.
real
with
estate is like
Sotheby's.
that. Real estate is like
dog,
that.
Look, man. Look. Walk into the intro. Look, I'm saying that Apple Watch told me I gotta go, but you're asking, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna chill, you're gonna whatever, and then you're gonna get all that, and then next thing you know, at around whatever time, it's gonna be maybe an hour or two in, maybe around 10, 11 o'clock. He's gonna be like, yo, it ain't popping. I gotta go home. Shorty hit me up. My kid needs a bottle. Some shit like that. He gonna bounce. This is what he does. This is MO.
Nope.
He didn't look at him.
Give me some. I might get some Crown Fried Chicken later.
You gonna
Though.
get some
Shout
Crown
out to Crown Fried Chicken,
Nah,
8th Street.
We ain't got no sponsors yet. Stop it. No Crown Fried Chicken.
That shit is good.
You better
though.
send a check.
Should be my crispy.
It must be happy hour. P.O. Box.
We don't have it.
We
PayPal that shit.
got PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal that
PayPal.
shit.
Must be happy hour at
Venmo
gmail.com. Anyway, yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
This is a good episode.
Yeah, this was good,
Cheers
man. It was
to-
flowing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is cheers, guys.
Yes.
This is
Oh,
you got nothing
Michael-
in your drink, man.
damn.
Sorry.
Michael's drink's been stopped at the border.
Muslim here.
Man, they got him at the damn the gate.
Customs.
They got his 5-year-old son handcuffed. That shit was so fucked up. So this dude put on Facebook, he put a picture of a 5-year-old or a little
Getting
kid
handcuffed.
in handcuffs. Yo, come here. Yo, come here. Say what's up to talking to that black mic. The big long black mic right here. Say what up.
What up?
Yo. Yeah, so he put some picture on Facebook of some kid in handcuffs, right?
Damn.
And
did they have handcuffs that small?
No, this is what he did though. He said, yeah, this is what they're doing. I don't know what the
So this is Dallas Airport, IAD. Some
Oh, yeah.
One of the Iranian came with it. The kid was citizen, but the mom was like, I don't know, green card, visa holder, whatever it was. So this is after Trump passed the immigration law or ban, Muslim ban, which Iran was on. So they arrested the 5-year-old and they handcuffed it. But there was no...
What?
I'm not sure if they handcuffed it, but when they say they're arrested, I'm sure they did something. So there were no... Because this was at the customs, they don't let you take photos or use your phone.
Yeah.
There was no photos.
Oh.
So I put a photo of a kid. This is from This happened in Kentucky in the school. This autistic kid got handcuffed, 5-year-old. I put a picture of that and captioned it, "Make America Great Again." That's it. But everybody who knew it was referring to that. It was exactly looked like the kid who got arrested, like 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Looked the same. Actually wearing the same clothes too. It was funny. But then all the right people on the right side, they sort of like screaming, fake news. I'm like, no, news is not fake. There was no photo.
Yeah.
So we use a photo similar to the situation. The kid getting arrested. The event happened. But they were like all going over it.
Yeah.
That, you spreading fake news. No, I'm like, it's on the news.
Yeah.
The press secretary said it.
Yeah.
The kid got arrested.
Yeah.
5-year-old kid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
U.S. citizen
Crazy,
too.
bro.
Yeah.
The kid was a U.S. citizen at the airport.
Even
Not
if the
doing
kid wasn't a U.S.
anything.
citizen, 5 years old, getting
5
arrested.
years for doing
like,
nothing, for
yeah.
entering his own country.
I seen in that movie American Sniper. The fucker had a fucking
the kid-
bazooka and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yo, that 5-year-old motherfucker could have had a bazooka in his pants, dog.
No.
I don't believe it. I
He was
don't believe
American.
it.
Yeah.
No, he had a bazooka in his pants. He snuck it through the gate.
Uh-oh.
And he was
Some
blowing
of
some shit
that
up.
Trump is flowing through.
Nah,
flowing through
man,
Ellum right
nah.
now. That Trump is flowing through
That
right
shit is
now.
crazy. homie got the bazooka and he about to blow it up. I'm just kidding.
Well, this has been a
really
great
happen.
show, though, man. We really, I feel like, feel really good about. I think,
Is that a Trump tie? Nah,
You know
it's not
what?
thick enough
It is.
on the top.
It is red. It's
Yeah,
Burberry
no,
scarf.
It's a
though.
Burberry. Yeah.
Yo, we gotta make America
he
great.
he
hat
dresses so
made in
well.
China.
One
Where's
thing-
your hat?
I don't
Oh,
have.
shut
I
up.
don't know what you're talking about. I voted for Hillary.
Yeah, but you got a hat.
Yeah, you do
bought
have
I
a
ain't
hat.
got no hat.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
don't
even
know
address
what
that.
It's right here. It's
I don't
made in
address
China.
things that don't
Yeah,
exist.
we didn't even address that.
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
that's
No,
made
we
in
got
China.
we got pictures of that.
There ain't no
I
picture.
Snapchat that shit.
You Snapchatted you wearing one of them hats.
Vote?
That
No,
girl.
I didn't vote for him. Well,
You did. That's what I heard. That's what she said.
that'll be another
That's the
discussion.
word on the street.
Uh-oh.
You
That'll be the
voted
next
for him.
podcast.
Yeah, we should talk about Middle Eastern people that voted for Trump.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. Peace. I'll see you on the other side. See you back in Yemen or wherever the fuck you came
Yeah,
from.
Yemen, here we come.
Yeah.
We about to hop that jet to Iran.
Iran. I
Iran.
do want to party on the Gaza Strip. though. I heard
Yeah.
there's some dope clubs on the
Yeah,
rooftop.
I
So
went to
heard-
I went to Istanbul. That shit was live.
Let me tell you
Istanbul,
something, bro.
Turkey.
They be like,
And they got
They
got
fire
lit.
the missiles. They fire some. I don't
Yeah.
know if they're firing missiles now.
When I
Maybe
was
they are.
when I
They
was
never
coming in,
stop.
when I was coming in,
They never stop. So they don't. They be partying on the rooftop of these clubs, and there's missiles blowing up
Dude.
shit in the background. They have videos of this of people partying and shit, like glow
dude, when I was flying
all
into
types of
Istanbul,
crap.
I was freaking out. I'm not gonna front. I was like getting a little nervous because it was like looking on the map. It was like Syria and all this shit,
Yeah.
and you seeing yourself, and I'm like, yo, somebody could go air to ground on my ass.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they
but-
could. They did that. They shot down some plane.
But they,
It was Europeans.
in Istanbul, everybody
Yeah.
was showed mad love, and it was all good. And then when I got back, like 2 months later, some club got shot up. 30 people in Istanbul.
He
So it's
told
like,
him, yeah, see, he missed it, but he got
Yeah.
the party. He got the experience.
Yeah, it
It's
was
all
nice.
about the experience.
Yeah.
One thing.
The
You gotta do
chances
is
you get
live.
shot in a club over here is way more than Turkey. Still.
Yeah.
Not even from terrorists, just random
Only
shooting.
if you-
How many people got shot at Club Love in DC?
Not that many.
Cameron got shot. Cameron got shot. He got shot in
He
Lambo.
saw the
That's
rock
the only one I
sign.
remember.
He saw the rock sign.
That's all I
that's
remember.
when you
That's
fucking
not that
run-
many. See the perception these right wing
Once
people
your
have
whip
of
is a
black.
pink Lambo, you get shot.
You get a pink Lambo and you get shot. So he got shot because somebody shot around. But that was I think that's the only time there was like a shooting that actually made the news.
Fucking, some people got shot at fucking Club Lima, that fucking Middle Eastern.
Oh
shit.
yeah, I
And
remember
that's,
Club
that
Lima.
got, is that why it got shut down or what happened?
Nah, fucking-
It got shut down because there's too many.
Yeah, Club Lima was good.
Lima was shit for a minute.
All
I
right,
don't know
well-
nothing about that life, so it's all good. Anyway,
Shit.
good show, guys.
Yeah.
I think it was way more than
shit.
an hour.
Yeah.
Alright,
All
Yeah,
right, we're
I
gonna
mean-
convene next week. Hopefully, we'll have the right.
Yeah,
the
I'm ready.
alt-right.
I'm ready for that guy.
Right. My man Barrett. So just to tell you, we're gonna have this dude. He's black. He's actually mulatto. He's half
Ooh.
black and half white, and he's alt-right. So
So does he have Italian?
he's half stupid.
We're gonna have some Middle Eastern who will
We're gonna have
vote
some
for
Middle
Trump.
Eastern.
That's
Yeah.
gonna
We're
be
gonna have some
interesting.
people that voted for Trump, and we're gonna have an alt-right black dude. You could do that for next week. You think you bring him in?
Middle Eastern who voted for Trump?
Yeah.
I think so.
If you could bring him in on Friday, that'll be amazing. We'll do this, and we'll talk to them. And we'll talk to
trying
my
to spread the
alt-right guy.
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we want to
Can't have
know
an
why.
alt-right black guy and then
Yeah.
a Middle
Yeah,
Eastern.
you
It's
can't
just
not
too
have.
much. You can't.
You
Yeah,
can't have
it's too
not
much for
have
one
these people
podcast.
here
Definitely,
at one
yeah.
time. So we're gonna try to get all that in one podcast next week. This will be our first one officially in 2 years, almost 2 years to the date.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before, so we did one last week, and we just kind of get the swing of things. This week we're videotaping a bit of it. Next week I'm gonna buy a new camera, and hopefully you guys chip in for it.
Okay. I got some cash in my wallet.
You just want
I'm waiting for him to pull the wall. He didn't even pull.
Kofi.
Look at that. Or slap him. Let's see. Anyway, look, I'm gonna get a nice camera. I'll put it all together. We'll commune on it, hopefully. But we're gonna videotape that one. We had a little bit of issues with the videotaping for this one, so we might only have certain clips up. But next week we have the whole thing.
I got about $40 in
You
here.
got $40 on the
I
new
got
camera.
my Amex though.
Don't worry about it. No, look, I don't need your Amex. You can Venmo me the money. Venmo.
Venmo.
We'll Venmo. We're gonna chip in for that. But
I might need this for Camelot later.
Half of this might go. Look, he going to yeah.
But I only give 20s at Camelot. Shout out
only
to Camelot.
20s. He only gives 20s. At
Yeah,
Cam-
I only
so,
took 20s.
See, people
how
who
it
voted.
goes.
Let me tell you something. People who voted for Trump. See what he's doing right now. All you poor people.
I didn't vote for Trump.
Y'all niggas. I'm calling you white people niggas too. Y'all ain't never gonna see that type of fucking money voting for this idiot. Because your welfare check gonna stop soon. All that shit. Your subsidy gonna stop. Your Medicare, your Obamacare gonna stop. You're gonna be living in the same shit you lived in before, and you're gonna be hating. You probably gonna still be blaming Obama because you can't blame no white man.
Wheelchairs gonna be
the
mad
white-
expensive.
Wheelchairs gonna be
Mad expensive.
Crutches,
Mad
crutches,
expensive.
Fucking trailer,
Mad
bitches.
expensive.
Yo, your trailer ain't gonna move. Your trailer park house ain't gonna move.
What'd you say?
'cause they
Stems
have
in your
flags
neck?
out of the mission.
When you get smacked in the casket, stems in your neck. Mad expensive.
Embalming fluid gonna be more expensive.
Yeah.
All that shit. Them Doritos. I was talking to my man. I was like, yo, Doritos gonna be cheaper if they raised the minimum wage.
Oh yeah, I mean shit.
Doritos will be cheaper.
Yeah.
Bud Light's gonna be more expensive. Fucking
Everything
tax
will
on
be more
Mexico.
damn expensive,
Yeah.
bro.
A fucking Bud
Oh
Light.
hell yeah.
A Corona. Shit.
Look, iBillionaire just hit me up. They told me I got money. iBillionaire, dog. Look, dear client, your account statement's up.
Oh.
I looked at it. I got money. I got money.
Damn.
You voted for Trump and you poor? Tell me you got money. Tell me.